the whole floor on again, please.
Which floor is that? Sorry, Adrian.
This is floor 7.
Okay.
Okay, just hold it there for a second.
We're about to turn on an animation.
Brilliant, perfect.
Woohoo!
So, Playhouse is a project that lets people create animations and have them displayed on Liberty Hall. And the process works by downloading a program from the Playhouse website, which is daft.ie/playhouse. You can download it from the Create section on the site. The program runs on Mac and Windows, and this is it here. So you get a view of the building and standard paint tools like a paintbrush and a bucket and colour palette. You can also add frames, remove frames, and preview what you've done so far. You can see here there's a timeline, and you can move along the timeline to different frames, and then you can also preview it either the isometric view or on both faces. So once you're happy with your animation, you save it, and then it gets sent in and put into a queue, and you get notified when your animation will be displayed, usually on a particular day in a given time slot. The animations themselves are actually just text files, and this is what they look like. It's all a series of characters. You can see this block here represents one frame, and this animation is about 30 frames, so it looks a bit like something out of the Matrix. This is all known as ASCII text. What happens after this is it gets right into the display manager software, and this is what it looks like running in the software. So this is the software that basically takes the animation and sends it to all of the hardware in the building that make the windows light up. So from here it goes out of a network port on the laptop through a Cat5 cable into one of the Ethernet ports in Liberty Hall's existing network infrastructure. There's one of these on each floor that we're using, and it goes through the cable into their hatch bay. But first it goes through this box here. This box converts the data coming out of the laptop into a protocol known as DMX, which goes out over these two cables into a DMX splitter, and from there it gets sent to all of the different floors via hatch bay. And on each floor there are some controllers that drive these LED strips, which have a different connector for red, green and blue. So each of these is an RGB LED that can display full colour. So there's over 100,000 of these in the building, and on 11 floors.
We built all these off-site. These were built, I don't know, maybe 3 months ago, and there was kind of 5 of us involved. It took 8 days. Then they were stored up on the floor above here. Sib2 kindly let us store them, which is great because I was worried about if they were to and froing to get damaged. So we were able to store them on the top floor, and then we brought them down last week, attached the controllers, and then mounted them in the windows. All the rest of the floors have, you probably see them when you go down, they've kind of LED strips that go on the inside of the frame the whole way around. So the window is kind of unobstructed, whereas these ones, because we wanted to get like a letter per window and then be able to stream text, there's no other way but to make a light box that will cover each window. So this is the only floor that has these. So the idea is like it's a marquee up on the top floor. So I think the idea is for it to stream information like the person or the artist whose work is currently playing below, or stuff like what the web address to use the animation creator or things like that, you know. This whole floor, which is 30 of these units with 35 pixels in each one, if this was all on all 30 windows, I think it consumes about 510 watts. So when you put that into perspective, I think like a 4-slice toaster could be wrong, between 500 and 750 watt. Okay. So you know, this is like a toaster. When we were looking, Brian Fallon, Adrienne, Tim Redfern, Brian Solen and myself were having initial meetings, like that always cropped up, and we've been talking about the Blinking Lights project, which is what inspired this one, this project. And their original version, I think maybe another one after that, they used basically 500 watt kind of spotlights, floodlights, pretty much what you see in a yard that comes on when it's triggered by motion. The PIR sensor ones. They had one of those behind each window on a stand. Oh. So you know, if you have, for example, we were doing 330 windows, not including these. So if you had a 500 watt bulb behind each one, and you do a full on every window, that's 500 by 330, which is insert number here, watts, which is, you know, way above what we'll be consuming.